Hello all. This is John Noguera. I am the Chief Technology Officer and co-founder at SigmaXL. Today's webinar, we are introducing the new features in SigmaXL version 7. We added to Pearson and Spearman correlations a highlight. And the basis for recommending one or the other or neither is if the data are normal, but bivariate normal, and that's important, that not just normal for the individual variables, but when you're dealing with a correlation, Pearson assumes bivariate normality, and so we test behind the scenes for bivariate normality, and if the results are significant and the data are bivariate normal, then Pearson is highlighted. So here in this example, you see some yellow highlights. We're saying that Pearson is the appropriate correlation to use for these correlations. And then down here, these highlights, they failed on the bivariate normality test, and so Spearman is being recommended for those correlations. So it answers the question that is often asked, when do I use Pearson, when do I use Spearman? And of course, you still need to look at your data graphically, but this simplifies the process by having an automatic bivariate normality test built in and then just simply highlighting the appropriate test to use. If you're doing a correlation study and the data are bivariate normal, then we recommend Pearson. If the data are not, and that can either be due to non-normality or it can be due to outliers, then we're recommending the non-parametric Spearman. Now, please note that the only correlations that will be highlighted will be significant correlations. If the correlation is not significant, then there will not be a yellow highlight. You obviously want to look at your data graphically with scatter plots when you're doing a correlation study. Whether it's for outliers or unusual patterns, you want to be able to see that. And that's one thing. It's nice to get a summary report in the correlation matrix, but you always want to complement that with a scatter plot matrix. So then we'll call the webinar, we'll call it a wrap, and I thank you all very much for your attention and for your attendance. The PowerPoint is available immediately, and the data sets, the examples that I've used are all in the workbook, and the data sets are available with the installation of version 7. So with that, again, thank you all very much for your participation.